Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whatever time you're watching this. We're playing more Ogryn. I had something to say. I had a whole funny bit. I've completely forgot it. Damn it, I even prepared it on the car ride home. Fuck. I mean, darn it, I didn't swear. Anyway, the build we are going today is the Bronx Pickaxe with Wrath and Thunderous. And then we have the Rumbler with Adhesive Charge and Shattering Impact. For the talents, we have the classic Heavyweight, Smash 'em, Best Defense, Big Friendly Grenade, Soften them up, Pumped up, Indomitable, Stomping Boost, Trample, Slam, Batter, Strike True, Bonebreaker's Aura, Attention Seeker, No Pushover, Get Stuck In, Bruiser, Delight and Destruction, Dominate, Frenzied Blows, Heavy Hitter, Unstoppable, Just Getting Started, and Impactful. That's the build. Let's get into a game, shall we? Alrighty, and we're in. You know, I was thinking about something earlier today and how there's a sort of spectrum with all things. Or like there's a bell curve with a lot of things, I should say, not a spectrum. A bell, and like, so, for example, I think in like, because I was thinking about Superman, as one does, and I thought there was a bell curve of being like, at the start of it, when like you're just getting in, it's like, oh, Superman's my favorite hero. And then, like, the normie culture part of it will be like, oh, yeah, mine too. He's so cool. I love him so much. And then... thanks, pal. Then you get to the top of the bell curve. It's like, oh, your favorite superhero is Superman. It's so lame. My favorite hero is Blackgar Bolt again. I'm sorry, all 5 Black Bolt fans. I didn't mean to offend. And then you get down to the bottom of the bell curve to where like people have been in the nerd comic book culture for a long, long time. It's like, oh, Superman's my favorite hero. Dude, me too. You know? Kind of the same thing with Ultramarines. The start, Ultramarines are so cool. Ultramarines are so lame. My favorite... and then like the top of the bell curve is like, oh, your favorite chapter is the Ultramarines. Mine are actually the Bronze Eaglehawks. Their gene seed is actually a mix of both Conrad Curse and Jagatai Khan, and they kill everybody, and they're also like super cool and badass, and they use actual tactics unlike other chapters. They'll wear camouflage colors. It's like, okay, and then you get to the end of the bell curve. It's like, Ultramarines are freaking cool, and they're my favorite chapter, and people are like, yeah, they're pretty sick, though. And there's a similar bell curve for Conrad Curse, as he is my favorite Primarch. And so at the start of the bell curve, I like Conrad Curse because he skins people. And then the top of the bell curve, it's like, actually, Conrad Curse is like a really complicated character. And there's more to him than just skinning infants. And then you get to the bell curve, it's like, I like Conrad Curse because he skins infants. That can also be applied to Night Lords and whatnot. And I'm not saying that you can't enjoy Conrad Curse for the complexities of his characters. He's got shit going on. But you can also, like, not pretend. You don't have to pretend that you like Conrad Curse for more than just the skinning infants part. Or you don't have to like act defensive of like, oh no, I don't just like him for the infants. Also like the complication. It's like Arnold Schwarzenegger and Stogies. He stokes his Stogies wherever he wants, but instead of Stogies, it's Conrad Curse. I'm just gonna... Oh, bull charge is not... That would explain that. It smells like enchiladas in my house, and I'm very excited. Anyway, speaking of Superman, so there's been some like hashtags going about for the new Superman stuff. That's more than just like new Superman movie, and some of them are getting out of hand. Like the normal one is like, oh, the gun's locked and loaded, but it's like Gunn, like James Gunn. And then, which is like, okay, that one's pretty cool. I would go heal, but I'm too lazy. Boink. God, I forgot how much I love the pranks. I haven't used it in so long. Ow! I'm getting diced up, quite frankly. I kind of wish I went back and healed. My laziness will be the death of me. I mean, I guess I could just heal, worst case scenario, but I'd rather not, honestly. If I go down, I go down. It's one of those things. Oh, I have a job interview tomorrow. That's exciting. I hope I get it, because I wouldn't be... It's not like I would stop being broke, but at least I'd be broke with money. Which is infinitely better and different than being broke with no money. That's a lot of bulwarks right there, quite frankly. Yeah, it's at a place called Floor and Decor, and from what I can tell, it's just a place that sells like floor tiles, and I assume decor. The one bad thing is that I did look at the map to obviously like check it out, and the closest food joint is a Red Robin, which is, I believe, in the same lot, judging from the Google Street View. I could be wrong. But there is also a grocery store, so that's like, oh my god, ow, my HP. So that's exciting. Once again, I hope I get the job, because I need money and I want to get art of my Inquisitor in various states of undress. Now, I've also been drawing my Inquisitor in various states of undress, but that's, you know, it's not as good. I think there's one right there. Ow. Whew. What's the modifier here? High intensity engagement zone. That explains a lot. Boink. Shoink. Excuse me. Rude. Thank you. Excuse me, gentlemen. Alright, what was it again? Yeah. So I hope I get that job. It's not too far away either. It's only a 35-minute drive. It is on the highway, but that's like not the worst. I've driven that highway a lot. Oh, James Gunn. I'm so sorry I didn't finish that conversation. Some of the crazier ones I've seen is my uncle was gunned down at an Arby's, like that. Okay, that's crazy. Or active gunmen in the building. I'm like, okay, this is this is a little. But you know what? I fuck with it. I gotta, completely unrelated to my former gun statement, I gotta mop my floors soon. Not because they're like dirty, but I can like feel they're almost getting dirty, and the Roomba and sweeping can only do so much. So it's best to just get a good mop every now and then. Get the nastiness that the off the floor from anything like I spill. I don't spill much. I'm not a dirty boy. But just in general. Honestly, if anything, I should mop because my dog... I have a sheepdog, and you know what happens when sheepdogs drink water. Or any large dog, really. It's a big, large dog problem. Oh my god, get closer so I can kill you. Ow! Since when did you get so close? God damn. Just gotta pop the heal so it stops burning a hole in my pocket. You know, I never really understood that phrase of like, oh, you're just letting money burn a hole in your pocket. Which is like, all the phrase I've heard is like, oh, you get money and you spend it immediately. Like, you've let it burn a hole in your pockets. Like, I guess the idea is that the money falls out of your pocket. But, like, I feel like it's more applicable for just, like, letting something go to waste. You know what I'm saying? Like for example, like, me just letting that stim burn a hole in my pocket makes more sense to use it than just leave it there. Right? So, I think we should change the definition of that turn of phrase, because it's wrong. It's wrong, and people are using it wrong, and I'm using it right. And that's all that matters. One of these heretics just threatened my life. I don't know if y'all heard that. I've done this map on Havoc. This section is absolutely killer. If you get past this section, it's not so bad, but this section is absolutely a killer. Like, it's the dead end part of the section for sure. Or part of the map. I feel like the Branks just does not hit as hard as the Carsolas. Also, the Gunners are absolutely on one today. Hello. I think the Branks just needs, like... The buffs I would do for the Branks is not even, like, damage. I think the damage is fine. Honestly, just give it a range buff. It feels so short sometimes. And maybe that's just me being cuckoo banana crazy. But I swear, I'm not crazy. I really don't think they've actually, like, increased the amount of banter. And I hate to be that guy, but it feels like I haven't heard a single bit of banter from an RBDs ever. Like, very rarely. Like, banter with an RBD, like an RBD's talking to another, like, non-RBDs. God, the Gunners are really just on one today. Too many Ragers. Far too many Ragers. There's a button here. Probably should press it. Statistically, it makes sense, right? Press the button. Oh, speaking of buttons, I heard Jurassic World is just, or the new Jurassic World is just kind of okay. But like I've heard two sort of not necessarily contesting opinions about it. But I've heard the story's okay, but the dinosaurs are cool. And that's like the general consensus I've gotten. Other than it just being like middling. Which is like, honestly kind of, I think they've kind of nailed the ball, because obviously they're just kaiju movies, right? And I really think they should lean into the kaiju bit. Like, so I saw a tweet that said Jurassic World at this point should be like post-apocalyptic, because like there's only so many times you can go like, oh, there's another fellas, we've opened up another park, you know. Also, this movie made me realize something. Western kaijus have a tendency... So, like, Eastern kaijus, like Japanese kaijus, they tend to be bipedal, in some way, usually. Like, obviously, Godzilla, Destroya, even Gojira, Rodan, right? They typically tend to be bipedal. Typically, obviously, there's Mothra, who's a moth. There's oh man, what is her name? The like giant rose one. It's not Gaia, but it's like the one that's like the Gaia representation. But generally bipedal, and Western kaijus are typically quadrupedal with heavy, sort of like incredibly long forearms. So like they'll like walk on their knuckles, proverbial knuckles, and I think I'm just gonna drop this actually. Excuse you, I blocked. Oh my god. That was rough. I don't have something that can snipe that guy without waking up the demon host. Make the old RPDs do damage. So like they'll have the very incredibly long, like front legs or arms or whatever, and they'll walk on like their knuckles. Which I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I think the design's good. I think it's a good kaiju design, but it's just funny how there's those trends in the East versus West depictions of kaiju. And like, once again, let me reiterate, I love the knuckle draggers. What can I say? I just love kaiju. Like almost every kaiju looks good. Even like one of the first Western kaiju movies, the Cloverfield incident or whatever. I'm pretty sure Clover, which is the name of the kaiju, was a knuckle dragger. Interesting to think about. Much to think about. I'm vaguely aware of the Cloverfield universe, and by the fact, all I know is that originally there was like the found footage movie with that one guy that was in Deadpool 1 and 2 that no one likes. And then I'm aware of the Cloverfield paradox, and then there was like a mini series in the universe or something. I don't know. Like, I know next to nothing about it, other than there's a giant monster, maybe. Oh, there's a heretic skull. Oh, my arm twitched. That was weird. Nope. Oh, that's over here now. You know that other game? There's another, like, zombie shooter, horde shooter game set in the Control / Alan Wake universe. I can't remember. I think it's called, like, Firebreak or something, or Firebrand. That game kind of fell out of the old interest space pretty quick, huh? I think, one, it's just incredibly a niche thing in general, being Control and Alan Wake. And then it was just like the gameplay loop seemed a little confusing as someone like who plays these games. It seemed a lot of times it felt like, huh? I thought she was going to come around that corner. I did not think she was on top of the car. Did they grab that? No, yeah, they did because we used a medkit earlier, so they would only there's only one left, so we're good. Brain moment. Brain activated. Very rare. Very rare Ogryn player uses brain. Surprises Sparkhead by speaking fluent smart. Ooh, Plasteel, almost a diamantine. That would have been incorrect. Yoink.
Never volunteer for nothing.
In my experience, duty chooses us, not the other way around.
When you and me, Brindle ain't sure about you lot, but I talked him round. So don't you go letting me down, do you hear? My nasty side ain't something you want to see. I'm trying to do more than this. Keep that in mind, I don't.
Okay. Okay. Speaking of okay, I've been watching Space Boy, his GTA stuff. It's good background noise and it's really funny. His James Randall escapades. And if you don't know what it is, essentially it's GTA RP. Just imagine if every minute was a Family Guy cutaway. That's the energy that kind of comes from it. And he plays this kind of kooky old man named James Randall who gets into shenanigans. And it's very funny. And if you want something that'll make you chuckle, I highly recommend. Or, like, not even chuckle. It got me guffawing at some point. It got me, it's gotten me, like, rubbing my belly. Like, and eating a turkey leg. As the wine sloshes onto my fine coat. Just something to think about. Let my big ass up on here. Let my big ass up on here. And so, in conclusion, I win. I don't know. I'm just saying shit. I'm just saying shit to say it. Fill dead air and all that. Alrighty. Whee! But I've been, I can't draw without background noise, be it music or YouTube videos. So my YouTube algorithm playlist is absolutely cursed right now. It is playing like all sorts of shit, and I don't think it actually knows what I want to listen to, because it'll play like something from the K-pop Demon Hunter movies, then they'll play like 2 other songs, and they'll play that same Demon Hunter movie song again. And I don't know why, I like using YouTube Music more than Spotify for some reason, even though I should use Spotify because it makes more sense. Just something about my dumb, stupid ADHD brain working against me. Is that executive dysfunction like a form of? I feel like it is. Because Spotify is better. I have YouTube Premium too. But like my Spotify is more tuned to what I like, and my YouTube is just like cursed with like knowledge. Like I think I've made my YouTube algorithm sentient with how random it is at times. Because I don't have any game I'm hyper fixating on right now, at least not a game that gets covered on YouTube that often. That guy just fell. So I've just been watching a bunch of random shit, basically. I don't know if I took from that ammo crate. I don't think I did. There's an ammo bag there if anyone needs it though. I just realized I'm not on my safety circle. Move out of the way. Out of the way. Out of my way. Out of my way. Now I am immortal, invincible, and unkillable, except for gunners, who are very rude. Too many ragers. Oh, that other Ogryn also has a rumbler. Look at that. I thought he was rocking the cake bag. Watched All-Star Superman last night. That was a pretty good film. It was kind of like, the pacing was kind of strange, but it didn't feel bad. It was just a bit quick. It was definitely one of those things that like, they got the entire comic run into this movie. Got it. Also, I do like how they just completely ditched that storyline with Superman. Being like, oh, you know, he is, like, literally the plot of the, spoilers for a movie that's really old, and a comic book that's probably older. The plot of All-Star Superman is, he overdosed on solar radiation. So he's like his cells are metastasizing at a rate faster than his body can, like, process or whatever. So it's like, it's killing him, right? And that's whole thing is that he's like turning to pure energy or whatever. But now it's just like, yeah, he's actually gets turbo juiced from the sun. Like, and he's just, it's good. We're good. I don't know, maybe in Absolute Superman it's different, but for mainline Superman, as far as I'm aware, that it's just, he can fly through the sun and just be A-okay. In Superman vs. Godzilla, that's how they revived them, because Godzilla's radioactive breath had the same properties as a red sun. So it kind of vaporized Superman. Well, they didn't vaporize him, but knocked him down for the count. And they brought him back by launching him into the sun. Well, Batman did, because, you know, Batman's Batman. He's responsible or whatever. Nice. Well, if you made fun of the video, thank you for watching, like, and subscribe, or don't. I'm not your mother, but you better brush your teeth now. Have a good one. Bye-bye.